Okay. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you, Johns Hopkins School of Advanced International Studies. It's an honor and a pleasure to be able to speak with you all once again. I'm always impressed to see so many future spies and bureaucrats, so many future diplomats and world leaders gathered in one place. It's really remarkable. Even I admit that I never pictured myself speaking at SAISapalooza. Originally, when Dean Nasser made the offer, it was to speak at graduation. But when the invitation arrived on my desk, I just vetoed it. I've just been vetoing things, anything that comes down the pipeline. Now, before we go any further, I know what you're all thinking. You're thinking, this can't be President Obama. He's white. That is clearly a white man. So I understand your confusion, but let me assure you that if you adjusted the lighting here and just changed the backdrop to a different color, then I would appear not as a white man wearing a gold tie, but as a black man wearing a blue tie. I don't understand it myself. That's how it is. Moving forward. Today I am here to discuss current trends and policies in culture and the arts. That's why I'm pleased to see that SAISapalooza is not shying away from taking on some of the most important issues of our day, namely the strength of the institution of marriage, doing so through the Mr. and Mrs. SAIS competition. Graduate school is a lot like marriage. First, there's the courtship. Through the application process or an open house, you and the school both tell exaggerated but acceptable lies, trying to make a good first impression. Then, after much anticipation, you get the letter, and she said yes. As you all know, this is the happiest moment of your graduate school careers. Like marriage, you and your graduate school start spending a lot of time together. Your social life dissolves. You start drinking heavily. Maybe you put on a little weight. Most importantly, you only have enough sex to keep yourself from going completely insane. No more. No more. There's no time for that. You give it your all for 2 exhausting years, and just when you think you're getting the hang of it, it's over. You get a signed, fancy piece of paper telling you that the relationship is done, and it's time to go out on your own. At that point, you and the school are no longer a couple, and you start seeing other people. But make no mistake, the relationship is not over. You and Johns Hopkins will continue your civil union through the payments that SAIS guilts you into making every single month from the day you graduate until the day you die, or one of the two of you runs out of money, and probably long after that. I am so proud that SAISapalooza is brave enough to bring these issues to the forefront. Of course, marriage isn't the only institution that's changing in America today. Dating culture is shifting here in the US and around the world. One organization here at SAIS is confronting this modern day challenge head on, and it's the Global Security and Conflict Management Club, which hosted a spectacular charity date auction yesterday. Let's give them a hand. I hear that at the date auction, many of the guys and gals up for a bid offered to cook dinner, to clean kitchen, and even to clean the bathroom. You would not believe how stoked I am that even before graduation, you guys are creating service jobs right here in America. I do have one complaint, though. One gentleman up for bid, Mr. Brian Fox, took his shirt off as part of a reward to the highest bidder. Now, I don't know if Brian's here today, but let's just say those aren't the kind of jobs we're trying to create here in America. Let's try a little harder to put that degree to good use. Please. my intelligence officers informed me that some of the dates were going for as much as $200. I have to say I'm slightly disappointed that this is how you are spending the student aid and federal loans that I've provided all. It gets me thinking that if I want to make sure these loans are paid off, that maybe I should put myself up for auction at the next date night. What do you guys think about that? Of course, when you're as handsome, powerful, and well-connected as me, every date is a charity date. Michelle usually doesn't let me tell that joke, but I begged her. I begged her hard. Now, lastly, I'd like to talk about the state of fine arts. The arts are a tremendously important part of our social fabric. Once again, SAIS is stepping up to the plate with the performance this evening by Professor Jamie Marquez and the Grateful Fed. Let's give it up for them. I spoke with Professor Marquez earlier today, and he said, in his own words, that tonight's show is just another opportunity for him to embarrass himself. He did say that. I think he was thinking about comedy and not music, but that's a different story. I think he's going to have a great show tonight. In fact, Professor Marquez, I don't know why you didn't just stick with music as a career. Even if you were just playing for tips and free well drinks at a dive bar, you're probably making more than most university professors. So, on its face, SAISapalooza may seem like a lighthearted, fun event, and you hard-working students deserve that. But let me be clear. Graduate school is not supposed to be fun. Your days of doing comedy skits, writing offensive satire in the school newspaper, and doing hack impressions of world leaders is over. In fact, if someone at this school were doing all those things, I don't know how they could reasonably expect to get a job anywhere in this town. But thankfully, I don't see anyone here doing anything like that. So, thank you, good night, and God bless the United States of America.